In an unpredictable world, one demand never fades. Deep in the American heartland, a titan awakens. It begins with raw power. Tons of brass and copper arrive daily. Metal is forged at 2,000 degrees to ensure absolute purity.
Ingots are rolled into sheets with micrometric precision.
These brass coils are the DNA of millions of future rounds.
The transformation begins here. The strip enters the cupping press, striking 600 times a minute. Each strike creates a cup, the embryo of the ammunition.
Nothing is wasted. Scraps are immediately recycled.
Before stretching, the cups are washed and polished. Work hardening makes the metal brittle. It must be annealed. Heat realigns the crystalline structure of the brass. The drawing process. The cup is forced through a die, repeated multiple times to reach the final length.
Meeting the rigorous standards of the Department of Defense.
A critical step, forming the case head.
Creating the pocket for the primer and the flash hole.
The body is tapered to form the characteristic shoulder. Only the neck is annealed to ensure flexibility during firing. This prevents the brass from cracking under pressure. The cases are now complete, clean, polished, and golden. Lasers verify dimensions to the micron. Any imperfection means immediate rejection. Millions of cases await assembly.
But an empty case is useless without its projectile.
The bullet's core begins as pure lead wire, chopped into segments of identical weight.
Simultaneously, we forge the copper jacket.
The lead core is inserted into the copper cup. The press fuses the two metals under massive pressure. The tip is formed for perfect aerodynamics. The rear is tapered to reduce drag in flight. Polished until they shine like red gold. Weight and shape are verified electronically.
Now we enter the volatile zone. The primer.
The primer mix is highly unstable when dry. Handled wet to prevent accidental detonation. A microscopic amount is deposited into each cup. Once dried, this mixture becomes shock sensitive. The anvil is inserted. This is what crushes the explosive.
The spark that will unleash the power.
The primer is pressed into the case with calibrated force. Perfect alignment is required for reliable ignition. A drop of lacquer seals it against moisture.
The final ingredient, smokeless powder.
These black grains hold immense chemical energy. Final assembly. The speed increases. The powder charge is precise to the tenth of a grain. Too much or too little would be catastrophic. The projectile is finally united with the case. Crimping locks the bullet firmly in place.
A complete round. A marvel of engineering.
But one is not enough. The machine spits out 10 per second. Before packaging, every round undergoes a 360-degree optical scan. They must fit the chamber perfectly. Failure is not an option.
Samples from every lot are sent to the ballistics laboratory.
Ignition. A controlled explosion.
Doppler radar tracks velocity and flight stability. Chamber pressure must never exceed safety standards.
Accuracy is paramount. Every shot must count.
The lot is validated, ready for the world.
Back on the floor, automated packaging takes over. Rounds are aligned in protective grids. Boxed and sealed in a fraction of a second.
Every box is cocked for total traceability.
For military contracts, we use steel. Hermetically sealed to last for decades. Armor-piercing durability for the toughest conditions. Robots build the pallets, layer by layer. Secured for the long journey ahead. The inventory. Hundreds of millions of rounds ready to move.
Logistics here is a constant, precise ballet.
Nothing moves without being scanned and logged.
The factory never sleeps. The world is always waiting.
Security is maximum. asset.
Dawn breaks. The convoy assembles. Each truck carries tons of American-made precision.
They roll out across the interstate network. Heading for the coast, crossing state lines.
The port, the gateway to the world. Containers marked for hazardous transport.
Crossing oceans to reach allies and partners.
For urgent missions, we take to the skies.
Supplying over 50 nations from one location.
From the scorching sands of the desert.
To the deepest jungles. And the frozen peaks of the north.
On arrival, the cargo is pristine. Fresh as the day they left the factory.
Ready to serve their purpose.
Equipping law enforcement to protect our streets.
Powering the pursuit of sporting excellence.
And ensuring the readiness of our armed forces.
In mud, rain, or sand, they must cycle.
No excuses. No failures.
Once fired, its mission is complete.
But the brass may live another life.
Behind every round, there are American hands.
And a perfectly orchestrated mechanical symphony. Millions a day. Billions a year. Stockpiles to ensure we are never caught off guard. Dormant chemical energy, waiting for the hammer.
The sun sets, but the line keeps moving.
Because defense is a 24/7 commitment. Quality, precision, reliability. The flow of brass never stops. A small object that changes the course of history. It all starts here.